Where are the Friday sermons from Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? He must have given around 400, 500 of them in Medina. Where are they? How come we don't have any of them in our books of tradition? This is one of the questions that Sheikh Muhammad Al-Ghazali asks. This is the book that we will deal with. For those of you who don't know, Sheikh Muhammad Al-Ghazali was very famous in the Muslim world, highly respected, highly qualified. He used to give the Friday khutbah in Cairo. And whenever he would give the Friday khutbah, half of Cairo's streets would be blocked because people would flock to listen to his khutbah. In reality, the Prophet ﷺ used to make his sermons exclusively using the noble Qur'an. This is what Muhammad Al-Ghazali is saying. And he's saying this explains very well why we don't have Friday khutbah recorded in our tradition. The narrators of hadith recorded what kind of food he ate and how he ate certain foods, and the fact that he liked certain types of the lamb better than other parts, and what he did when he went to the bathroom, and how all sorts of details. And yet, the Friday khutbahs, more than 500 of them, witnessed by hundreds of people. Where are they? How come they did not record them? Where are they? So the answer is they recorded everything. All they recorded were a handful of sermons, 5 or 10, depending on how you count. And they're collected in very, very short books. And they're not Friday sermons. Pay attention. Don't let anyone fool you. Read very carefully. If they give you, oh, this book talks about khutbah and Nabi. No, they don't talk about the Friday khutbah. They talk about a khutbah he did here, a khutbah he did there, when he went to this location on this military expedition, etc. Yeah, that's true. But not the Friday sermons. And again, this is not my words. It's the words of a very, very famous, highly respectable scholar. Question. If Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our messenger, delivered the Friday sermons using the Quran exclusively and not his own words, we should say clearly then that this was his practice, i.e. Sunnah. So the Sunnah of Muhammad is to give Friday khutbah exclusively reading the ayat of the Quran. Question. Why then is every Friday imam in every masjid in the world in violation of Muhammad's Sunnah? Why are they not following the Sunnah of Muhammad every week in front of thousands all over the world, hundreds of millions, witnessing them violating the Sunnah of Muhammad? Legitimate question. Furthermore, every Friday, Imam in every masjid in the world usually starts his sermon with this hadith. The worst practices are the ones that are innovated, and every innovated practice is a misguidance. And every misguidance leads basically to the fire, an-nar. Question. If you know for sure that Muhammad ﷺ gave his Friday sermons speaking only the Quran, and you're violating that Sunnah and bringing a new form of giving the Friday khutbah, isn't that bid'ah, innovation, as this narration says? Of course, the answer is obvious, right? It is. It is a bid'ah, and it is something to be concerned about.